You're still watching the City of Lagos TV show. From the governor's office comes latest engagements of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. First, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, was present to witness the 96th Yoruba Tennis Club anniversary celebration lecture with the topic Social Clubs and the Search for National Cohesion in Nigeria, presented by the APC Vice Presidential candidate, Senator Kashim Shettima Mustapha. Senator Shettima, in his speech, brought to the fore the historic national essence, value, and relevance of the club in nation building.
The social clubs and the search for national cohesion in Nigeria. I have deliberately chosen this as a topic because of the incredible role that your club and its members have played in the history of our country. The Yoruba Tennis Club came into being in 1926. It is therefore the oldest indigenous social club in Nigeria. The context of its emergence must be reaffirmed in order to understand it better, as well as to be able to situate it within the broad historical sweep of the developments of the 1920s in the British colonial system. By the 1920s, Lagos had been consolidated not only as the capital of colonial Nigeria, it was also the home of a multitude of indigenous Nigerian professionals, lawyers, accountants, medical doctors, surveyors, engineers, journalists, nurses, etc. It was also the city of railway workers, post and telegraph staff, civil servants, and sundry workmen of all hues. We must also recall that 3 years earlier, the first political party had been established in 1923, headed by the man we all favorably remember as the father of Nigerian nationalism, Herbert Macaulay, the doyen of Lagos politics of the period. That party was the Nigerian National Democratic Party, NNDP. As a matter of fact, the period of the 1920s into the 1930s saw a vibrant political climate in Lagos, which provided the backdrop to the consolidation of groups like the Yoruba Tennis Club.
On his part, the Lagos State Governor applauded and commended the choice of Senator Shettima as the guest speaker, describing Senator Shettima as an instrument of positive change.
We have made a right choice in Yoruba Tennis Club. Today's annual lecture by inviting our vice presidential candidate. He has rolled out for us the history of our Greek club and how the interchange of social inclusion had been a trajectory of our greater Lagos. He has espoused the intellectual acumen, his mental sagacity, and his ability to support our presidential candidate. He has demonstrated to us this morning there is a round hole in a round peg. And he's a man of tremendous, tremendous capacity. And he's a man that we truly believe will help and earn everything that demands of that seat. It's not just sheer politics, but sheer capacity that the two of them are bringing to bear. As a financial wizard himself, and he's a man that understands the real issues regarding the economy. And I want to say that indeed, it's been an eye-opener, not to me alone, but to all of us.
The Lagos State Governor, on behalf of the state, recently signed a memorandum of understanding between the Lagos State Sports Commission and the French Embassy in the area of e-sport. First, on her part, the French ambassador to Nigeria, Mrs. Emmanuelle Blattman, spoke on the strategic relevance of the MOU.
Signing of this MOU is more than just a roadmap to strengthen the Nigerian e-sport ecosystem. It's actually a representation and a living example of the goodwill and partnership uniting Nigeria and France, and more specifically, the great state of Lagos and France. Lagos State's comprehensive great public development mandate intertwines today with the French Embassy in Nigeria's directive to support the growing and qualitative creative and cultural industries sector here. My embassy, as it was said by the Honorable Commissioner, since September 2021 is actually very proud to be the first French embassy in the world, first French diplomatic mission to have got approved a cooperation program through a special fund with a component entirely devoted to structuring and strengthening the local esports ecosystem.
In his response, Mr. Governor noted the significant potentials and long-term benefits of the Memorandum of Understanding to esports development in Lagos State.
Signing an MOU, it's a beginning, in my view, of a long-lasting, mutually beneficial relationship. And what are the relationship? We're building an ecosystem in esports that will transform the current state that it is. That's one. But more importantly, it will uplift, our people. It's not about us in this room. It's about the various thousands and thousands of youth, of young people who are not here, but who will be the real beneficiaries of what we're doing. And for me, that's really the essence of governance. That's really the essence of collaborations like this. Let's, as bureaucrats, let's get the real work done. Let's step back and let's get the real people get to do the job. I'm not the most knowledgeable person on esports. When the Director General also spoke about it, I said, really? They said, we've done so much. I said, really? And I'm like, so you realize that even the governor doesn't know a lot of things, but I'm learning, right? But for me, when I saw the background to it, I know fully well that it's the right thing to do. I know that the time is right, and I know that the space has to be in Lagos. So Lagos is also, again, laying the foundation and being the very first to be able to see, the future in esports.
And that's a wrap from the Governor's Office segment on the City of Lagos TV show. The show continues right after this time out.